Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number two, week 3, spring 2025, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here on this journey. Our goal is to ensure that you are very much prepared for your exams. They're right around the corner. They are literally in a few short weeks. This week just started and it's about to finish, and so time moves by very quickly, and so it's very important that you consider each moment that you have, especially
Good night.
leading up. Good night. It's very important that you take each moment that you have, especially leading up to your exams,
Good night.
very, very seriously, right? You don't have time to waste. You don't have time for TikTok. You don't have time for YouTube videos. Them people ready, rich and famous. You have to apply yourself. Apply yourself. Every moment matters, all right? And so it's with that spirit that we embark on this journey. If you have any questions, please let me know. The thing about the exams is that I'm not going to be there during your exams. So if you don't understand it now, I ain't gonna be there during your exams. No one could take your exams for you. So you have to make sure that you fully understand what's happening. So if you have any questions, let me know. Don't let me move on and you don't understand something. So today is Tuesday, the 21st of, it has to be 21st of January, 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're going to be looking at hire purchase questions. And so topic is hire purchase. It's hire purchase part 2. And we're going to see how many installations of this that we need. It's going to come in varied forms, right? And so I want to make sure you're prepared for each iteration that it comes in, all right? Because we don't know which form they're going to bring it in, but hire purchase usually comes. They love hire purchase for some reason. So they love hire purchase, they love simple interest, they love ratios, they love geometry. Every year they bring a geometry question, that's for sure. And they love, they also love mensuration, like area, perimeter, all those stuff, other stuff. So, all right, so let's look at this example. So it says that a television set. So yesterday we was looking at a stove. Today we're gonna be looking at a television set. So a television set was priced at $840. When it says it was priced at $840, what is the cash price? It says it was priced at $840. What is the cash price?
Is it the 840?
$840.
$840 is the cash price. So good night, Mr. Jones. Right, Mr. Jones purchases the television. He purchases the television on the following terms. So apparently he didn't have $840. So he's gonna buy it on what? What are you gonna use now?
High purchase.
I'm gonna use a high purchase plan. So I 20% down payment, right? 20% down payment. What's another word for down payment?
Deposit.
Deposit, very good. 20% down payment. Secondly, 10% interest. Oh wow, 10% interest.
I have a question.
Charge. Go ahead.
So you see how
On the balance.
use of the, let me use Furniture Plus as an example. You see, if you get a fridge from Furniture Plus and you paying down payments on it, what if your house burned down the next day? You still have to pay?
That's a good question. More than likely, you still have to pay.
Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, more than likely, Canaan. Come on. More than likely, it's a question. More than likely, you still have to pay because you still, I mean, it's burned down, but it's kind of like whatever damage happened, they're just like, it's your fault. It's It's under your
Final
care,
problem?
right? Yeah, exactly. You still have to pay for it. I like this question because the difference with this question, I don't know if y'all could realize the difference, but there is, can anyone identify the difference from this problem from the ones we had yesterday? What's
They
different?
giving us
They didn't
term.
put the down
It's not
payment
in the question.
It's not in the question.
Get the
Okay,
else.
what is the same? Well, we know that we have the deposit or down payment is still the same, so that's the same. We also still have monthly payments, so that's the same. But there's something else that we do not have that we have now that we didn't have yesterday.
They add additional
The debt?
then interest.
We don't have the amount of the payments.
We
Mm,
have 10%
The additional months.
The
monthly
interest?
the interest, right? So a question could come just like this. In fact, I got this from a past paper and I was like, wow, why did they just put interest charge right there? So that might throw some persons off, especially if you don't understand what's happening. So first of all, you put 20% down. That is going to be a down payment. That is your deposit. That's what you put down to secure the item. Then whatever is left, that's what we mean by balance. So balance means whatever is left that you have to pay. You're gonna have to pay 10% on the balance. That's insane. And then you're gonna pay it off in 10 equal payments. So that is a lot. So let's go ahead and answer this. So the first thing the first part is this. Calculate. So this is still a hire purchase question. It's just they added the 10% interest on the balance. We calculate the amount of the first thing, the amount of the down payment, the amount of the down payment. Now, we said that the down payment is going to be what? 20% of what?
840.
20% of 840. Very good. 20% of the cash price. So how we express that as a fraction? That's going to be equal to 20 over what? Over
100.
100 over 100. Very good. Multiplied by
Right, 840.
840. 840 over what?
Over 1.
Over 1. Very good. Over 1. Good. Now what could we do here? We can what?
Cross
Also,
out zero.
Cross out the zeros, yeah.
After the 2 zeros,
So we cancel out this zero
that
with
one,
what? With that zero.
with the 2 zeros.
Anything else we could cancel? Any other zeros we could cancel?
No, sir.
No.
The 20.
Are there any other zeros we could cancel?
Yes,
The
sir.
20.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
20.
What other zero?
20 and
the
There's
10.
no other
Yeah,
zero.
very good. Very good. The 20 and the 10. Very good. And so what do we have? 2 over 1. Excuse me, 2 over 1. 2 over 1. Multiplied by what?
Mr. Boutique, would it still be
84.
correct if you didn't cross out 20?
You just have more calculations to do later on. It still will work. But you just have more calculations later on. So 2 over 1 multiplied by what? 84.
4.
Over 1.
84 over 1. 84 over 1. Which gives us what?
168 over 1.
So 84 multiplied by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 8 is
16.
16. So it's going to be 168. 168 over 1, which is equal to what?
168.
168. Very good. Now, this is the down payment. By down payment, what do we mean by the down payment?
Deposit.
Deposit.
That's deposit, right? That's the money you're gonna deposit. Very good. All right. Do we understand A? Is A fine? Do you all understand that? Let me know, please.
Yes.
If you understand how we
Yes,
got
sir.
A, let me know.
No, sir. Can you like
Yes, sir.
explain it more, please?
Who said explain it more?
It's Wyatt. It's Wyatt.
Wyatt.
So
This is your first day back, right?
yeah, so
Good. All right, so 20%, 20%. We have 20% written as a fraction. How do we write 20% as a fraction, Wyatt?
20 over 1.
20 over 100.
100, my bad.
Yeah. Now it says it's 20% of. Now, class, what of means? Of means what?
Multiplication.
Of means that you multiply. So it's going to be 20% of the cash price, which is 840. And so it's going to be 20%, 20 over 100 of 840. So what do? We cancel out this 0 with that 0. Then we cancel out this 0 with this 0. Does that make sense, Wyatt? The cancellation.
Yes, sir.
So what are we left with? We just left with 2 over 1 on this side, right? Multiplied by 84 over 1, right? And then we just multiply regularly. So 2 times 84 gives us 168. 1 times 1 gives us 1. And then we have 168 over 1, which gives us 168. So the answer is $168. That is the down payment. Is that clear, Wyatt?
No, so can you tell me when, like,
Huh?
when you
Huh?
cross cancel the 20 from 1? Oh, wait. No, I don't get it.
No? Okay, so when we,
The from 84 and 2.
okay, so we cancel out this with that, right? And then we cancel out this 0 on top with this, right?
Yes, sir.
Then we're left with 2 over 1, which is this. And then
Yes, sir.
84 over 1. So 2 over 1
Oh, okay.
and 84 over
Yeah.
that makes sense? 2 over 1, which is here. And then 84 over 1. Then we just multiply after that. So it's just going to be
Yes, sir.
2 times 84, which is 168, and then 1 times 1, which is 1. All right, does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, the rest of you, do you all understand that or no? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Good.
yes,
So
Now let's move on to the next question. So down payment is not difficult. I like down payment. If it's one part of the question that you should get right, it should be down payment, right? Let's move on to the next one. After down payment, then things just go, interesting. The balance. All right, so the balance. So we want to figure what is the balance. So, yeah, how are we gonna figure out the balance? When we say balance, if I say that,
Okay.
what do I mean by balance? Someone say,
What's left?
It is left of the $840.
Very good. What is left? Always remember that balance is what's left. What is left? By the way, let me enable the chat. So what is balance, class? Balance is what?
What is left?
What is left? So that's very important. So what is left after what? After you already put this deposit in, right? After you already put this 168 deposit to secure this television. After you already put this $168 in to secure this television so that they can know that, hey, listen, I am very serious. I'm a serious buyer. I'm gonna put, to show you that I'm serious, even though I may not have $840, I'm gonna put $168 down. So how much is left to pay is the balance. And what y'all get when y'all did the balance? What y'all got?
$672.
What y'all got?
$672.
672. So 840, right? Minus what? Minus 168. Minus 168 is gonna be equal to, all we did was subtract it, so it's just gonna be $672. You all understand that part? The balance part?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is left after you already put the deposit in? Anyone who do not understand this, let me know before I move on. Don't be afraid.
Good night.
Good night. So we found a down payment. Now we're gonna do the balance. So now what I need is I just need the interest. So the interest. So let's put this in its rightful place. So the interest. So the interest, can someone tell me what's the, what inside the question tells us about the interest?
That it is 10% of the balance.
Very good. It's a 10% interest charge on the balance. Okay. 10% interest charge on the balance. So how are we gonna get that?
We're gonna find what is 10% of 672 and add that to 672.
Oh,
We're gonna find what is the 10% of 672, and the interest charge is 10% on the balance. So I think I should add that, whatever digits I get, to 672.
no, not yet. Not yet.
I think you
you are right that we have to find, you are right that we have to find 10% of the balance, but you don't have to add it yet. They just want the interest. That's all.
Excuse me, Mr. Boutique.
Yes.
I think you have to do the same step for number A. I mean C.
For A? For A?
Yes, sir.
That's just 20%. 20% of 840. So 20 over 100 multiplied by 840. Do the canceling, and we get 168. So
10% over 100 times 672 over 1.
very good. So it's going to be 10%. Remember, 10% on the balance. Someone have a question?
Yes, sir. Sashani.
Uh-huh.
If it did say 10% charge off the balance, then I would have just say, okay, I put the 10%, but because it say on the balance, that's what threw me off.
I mean the same thing.
Okay.
On the balance, of the balance, same thing.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Interesting. Get it?
Oh, I get
Yeah.
All right, 10%.
5720.
10 over
You
100.
just had to, didn't you?
I just had to. Yeah, it's just too ripe. So 10 over 100 multiplied by what? 672 over what?
Over
Over 1. Very
one.
good. 672 over 1. Okay, good. We could cancel out, right? We cancel out.
1 0 from the top from 10
Yeah,
and
1 0
other
from
0
10.
from the bottom.
1 0 from the bottom. Very good. So we're left with 1 over 10. So 1 over 10. 1 over 10. 1 over 10. Multiplied by what?
672.
672 over 1.
672 over 1. Good. It's going to be equal to 1 times.
672.
Yeah, 1 times 672 is just 672.
Which is 672.
And 10 times 1 is
10.
And
10. Yeah.
That's 67.2.
So y'all going to divide it, or y'all going to use my shortcut?
Divide.
You want to divide it? How
What's
about
your
you?
shortcut?
Remember my shortcut?
Shortcut.
When you divide them by 10.
Put the decimal place 1 to the left.
Yeah, whenever you divide them by 10, if it's 672, if you divide them by 10, you're just going to move it what? Over.
You have to move it over 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be equal to what? 6.72. So he has to pay interest, $6.72 interest on the balance, which is 672. Okay. All right. So do we understand that or no? Let me know if y'all understand the interest part. Sound like y'all don't understand. Nobody's saying anything.
I have a question.
No, I
So
No. Go ahead, Jada. You have a question?
is there 2 answers to that question, or is it just $6.72?
Just $6.72. That's the interest.
Excuse me.
Go ahead. Someone have a question?
Me, wouldn't it be 67 $2.02 because you divide them by 10.
Oh, I moved it over twice. Why did I move it over twice?
I was wondering the
Mr.
same
Batik,
thing.
you had me thinking I was tripping just now.
Why did I move over
I
twice?
recalculated like 5 times just now.
Oh, I just remember. This is a test. I was just like making sure y'all alert and
Sure.
those-
Very nice.
Right.
Of course.
Thanks for the
Of
test,
course.
Mr. Batik.
yes.
Yeah,
See,
I
y'all-
was
y'all-
scared
y'all-
that long time, but
Y'all almost
you
fall
get
for
me
it.
scared. Yes.
All right, it's move over one. It's $67.20.
Yeah, you get me scared.
I almost said this exactly why I don't trust the moving decimal thing.
All right, $67.20. Good. Now do y'all understand it? I guess that's the question now. Do y'all get it?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, sir. I understand
Yes,
it.
sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
I think I understand it, but just to be safe, I'm doing that example.
Wow. Sound like yesterday. All right.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I have it 100%.
Okay, someone said they want me to explain B and C. So B is the balance, right? So after you already give the down payment, which is what? Which is 168. After you already give them the balance, you have to you're gonna have a remainder left over, like what's left. And so you're gonna take 840 and minus it by 168. That's gonna give you 672. But then you want to find the interest, and they said right there, it says 10% interest charge on the balance. Is this the same thing as simple interest?
Mr. Petit, I ain't gonna lie. That's a little too much. That interest a little too much.
Interest, what is 10? Interest is not too much. If it's 10% is easy. If it's $672, then it's just gonna be 67.2. If it's 840, it's gonna be 84.0. Like 10% is easy. 10%. They chose a good one to give y'all. Now if they just say like 30% interest, then it'll be difficult. But all you gotta do is do 10, literally what you did for the down payment. 10 over 100 multiplied by 672 over 1. Multiply 1 by 672. And then you do 1 times 672, 10 times 1, which is 10. And you just divide them and you get 67.20. That is the interest. So what do we have so far? We have 168, we have the balance, and we have the interest. Now, what we need to figure out now is we need to figure out what are these? He said, pay off the debt completely in 10 equal monthly payments. And so, good. All right. So we have part D. 1 second. Very good. So so far, what all costs that this person have to incur? Well, they have to put the down payment down. They also have to pay this interest, and they also have this balance to cover, which is $672. Okay. Let me see the next part of this question. Let me see. Sashnik, where's Sashnik?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand A through C so far?
Yes, sir.
Make sense? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, explain how we got, start from A and explain how we got it.
Okay, so A, the down payment, it is 20% down. So we find what is 20% of 840, which is 168. To find the percent, the 20%, we're going to put 20 over 100 multiplied by 140 over 1. We cancel we cancel the zeros, the first two zeros, and then we cancel the 0 and by the 10 and the 1 by 20. So now we have 2 multiplied by 84. We have 2 multiplied by 84. We carry the 84 over. I'm in class. We carry the 84 over, put it over 1, and then we say 2 times 84, which is 168.
Yes.
1 multiplied by 1 is still 1, and then we just write the 68 back because 1 into 68 is still 168 is still 168.
Yeah.
For the what other part? For the balance,
Yeah.
we got balance already. Okay.
Yeah.
So for the balance, we have 840 minus the 20% that we already paid, which leaves us with 672. So we subtract that 168 from 840 and it leaves us with 672.
Yeah.
Then the other question says 10% interest charge on the balance.
Yeah.
We have 10% of the balance, which is 672. And again, we cancel our zeros. Then we'll have 1 over 10 multiplied by the balance, which is 672 over 1. We bring that over, which is 1 over 10 multiplied by 672 over 1 equals 672 over 10. And 10 into 672 is 67.20, which is $67.20. But because we are dividing by 10, we could just move the decimal over, and then we have added a 0 to the back.
Very good. Very good. All right. The next thing we want to do is we want to figure out the balance plus the interest. So the next part of this question is going to be the balance plus interest. All right. So what is the balance plus the interest in this case? Let's go ahead and answer. We already know that the balance here is what?
672.
672. That's the balance. And what is the interest? So 672.
The interest is $67.20.
The interest is $67.20. All right.
That's $730.20.
Good. And when you add them together, what you get? Let me add 672 plus 67.20. 67.20.
$739.20.
Very good. $739. $739.20. Right. Do y'all understand how we got D, the balance plus the interest?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All I did was I add the balance, which is 672, plus the interest, which is $67.20. And so I have overall $739.20. And finally, the last question. Yeah, for this question, they was on a heater. So they want you to figure out, okay, what is going to be each of the 10 monthly payments. So each of the 10 monthly payments. So each of the 10 monthly payments. So let's go to down 1 second. Okay, good. How are we gonna figure out each of the 10 monthly payments? We already know that he put a down payment of 168, right? There's a 10% charge on the balance. He pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments. But what's gonna be, remember, he pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments. That's very important. So what's gonna be the charge for each of the 10 monthly payments if you're gonna pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments?
The balance plus interest divided by 10.
The balance plus interest divided by 10. Yeah, that's true. I agree. Y'all understand that? What she said?
Did you forget of?
Understand.
Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
forget of.
What you mean of? No, it
Each
says off.
step.
Pay off the debt in 10 equal payments.
The government means each
So
step
then,
of monthly payment.
Or
if you
each
don't-
of the 10 monthly payments. So what is the rest that you have to pay? Well, the rest that he has to pay is just this $739.20. So that means that he have to pay it across 10 months. So it's gonna be what? $739.
Mr. Petit, would we have to subtract the deposit from that or no?
No, that was the balance in the first place. That's what we did the first time. That's how we got the balance.
Okay.
You understand? So that's
Yes, I
why
understand.
that's why we don't have to subtract it. So we're just gonna divide it by what? Divided by 10. You already know how to divide by 10, right? What are we gonna do? Move the decimal place what? Over. So if we have what? If we have 7, 3, and 9.20. All we need to do is we need to move the decimal point what? Over 1. And so that's gonna be what? 7, 3, point what?
0.92.
0.92. Very good. So every month he has to pay what? $73 and what? 92 cents. All right. Yeah. That's pretty much it. This was different than yesterday. Pretty much different. But it's the same concept, same idea.
Probably because we didn't have the monthly payments on the deposit.
Yeah, I think the difference is definitely this interest, the 10% interest made it different. And also the fact that he just paying off the debt is very good. So he's actually not paying a lot more. He's just paying like 10% more. Okay, any questions on this? Let me know if you have any questions. Or you want me to go over it again or do another example? Or if you understand it. Let me know if you
Another example.
Another example.
All right, let's make this clear. Who all understand this so far? Just from this example, who all understand it?
I
understand.
Me.
I understand. I understand it, but not fully.
Mr. Petit, I understand this clearly, but I don't know what happened yesterday.
All right. Who want me to?
I understand this.
Me, who do we explain it, please?
I understand it, but I still think I want you to explain it, please.
Good. Who need another example? Let me know, please.
Me.
Me. Okay.
Me, cause
me.
All right. Let's do another example. All right. Just before we do another example, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, before you want to try the question first? Okay. Before we do another example, I want you to take a picture of the work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Shania, we're going to do great exercise. So y'all got the opportunity to try it. Okay, so take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Please do that right now. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Mia, have you taken your picture of your work and sent it to me, Mia?
I'm sending it right now.
Good. All right. And Ajani, have you sent in your work as yet? Ajani, have you? Good. Megan Roll, have you sent in your work? Megan Roll. Do you understand this so far? Okay. Good. Let's go ahead and do another example now. All right. Okay, so Next example. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone should be doing that, by the way. Let's go on to example number 2. This is example number 2. Example number 2. Example number 2. We call this. Can you just please? Oh, there we go. Great. Okay, good. Example number 2. Let's see how this one goes. Hopefully y'all get this one. Y'all understand it clearer. Usually 2 example does the trick. If not, then let's see. So it says that the number 2, a television set, write this down for me, please. A television set was priced at $920. What is the cash price of this television set? What is the cash price of this television set?
$920.
$920. So if you have $920, you could buy this upfront. What are we gonna call them? Mr. Adley, Mr. Curry? What are we gonna call
Mr.
them?
Stevens.
Miss Curry.
Let's go with Mr. Russell.
Mr.
No.
George.
Mr.
Yes,
Russell.
Mr. Russell, yeah.
The personal friend, Mr.
Mr. Russell.
Deputy Jamaican.
Mr. Russell.
That's a good.
That's a good one. All right, Mr. Russell. Someone said that mic is unavailable. Who else mic is muted?
Mr. LeBron.
Okay. So Mr. Curry, Mr. Russell purchases the television set.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. On
You missed it.
terms. Mr. Russell purchases the television set on the phone. A television.
Mr. Petit.
Television. Say it again. What I missed?
You missed the L.
On the Russell?
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
All right. Sure. All right. So what is the terms? He's going to pay a down payment of, oh my goodness, 40%. No, let's do 20%. Let's keep it. I'm going to keep it normal. 40% down. 20% down.
I was just supposed to say he might as well not buy the TV no more.
Exactly. 20% down payment, right? 10% interest charge. 10% interest charge. On the what? 10% interest charge on the what?
On the balance?
On the balance, very good. On the balance.
I have a question.
1 second. Trinity, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
All right, pay off the debt completely. And Sanaya Bo, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And 10 equal payments. All right, calculate. So the same questions, if you want to go ahead, you can go ahead, but we're going to use the same question. So calculate the amount of A, the down payment, B, the balance, C, the balance, plus the interest. No, C, the interest. D, the balance plus the interest. Plus the interest. And E, each what? Each of the 10, each of the 10 monthly payments. Each of the 10 monthly payments. Okay.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
If it was like in real life terms, what the payment and interest be and percentage would it be higher?
No, that's about right. That's about right. This is about right. It could be high if people want to, but this is about like standard.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Excuse me, Pretty.
go ahead.
Is it necessary for stores to charge interest or like add interest?
They need to make a profit. So yeah, they need to make a profit. So especially in this case, because if you notice carefully, they didn't really charge him. They didn't really charge him much more. The only way they making money is that he paying 10% interest. So yeah, he has to pay that. He has to pay that. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for the.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
May I use the restroom before we start example 2, please?
You can use the restroom. We're gonna start it right now.
Okay.
So it's gonna be equal to. Go ahead.
I got kicked off first. So you go back to the example 1 so I can take a screenshot.
Quickly take a picture of it before we go. This is example number 1. You got it?
Hold on. Again right now.
You got it?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, good. Okay, so how are we gonna get the down payment? The down payment is gonna be what?
20 over 100 times 92 over 1.
Very good. You mean 920?
920, sorry.
No problem. So 20 over 100, right? 20 over 100 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 920.
20 over 1.
Over 1. Over 1. $920 over 1. What are we gonna do at this point? We're gonna what?
Cancel out the zeros.
Cancel the zeros. So this 0 we cancel with what? This 0. And what else? We'd say that this 0 we cancel with what? This 0, right? And so we have left. We have 2 over 1. It's gonna be 2 over 1. 2 over 1. Multiplied by what?
92.
92 over 1.
92 over 1. Very good. Did anyone get their answer yet before I say the answer?
I did.
What y'all got? What y'all got?
186.
184.
184 or 186?
184.
184. Right. So, yes, go ahead.
Say
it again.
Do we have to write this one down?
Who's speaking? Who's speaking?
That's on Gary.
Jason, you've been in this class long enough to know the answer to that question.
Okay.
And it's not okay. What happened to you? What happened to you, Jason? What happened?
Yeah, sir.
Of course, you're writing on the question. Come on, man. 92 times what? Times 2. So we have what? 2 times 2 is what? 4. And 2 times 9 is what?
18.
18. Very good. It's going to be 184. I got 184. Did anyone else get 184? I think I heard that answer.
I did.
Very good.
I did.
$184.
I did.
Yeah. Good. Good. Any questions on how we got the 184? Let me know, please. Before I move on to the next one, any questions on how we got the $184? Mariah, you understand this?
So far, I think.
So far? Okay. And Kate and Dean, do you understand this so far? Kate and Dean. So the next thing we need to figure out is the balance. When we say balance, what does balance mean?
How much is left?
Balance mean what?
The remaining.
What is left, right? So what is going to be left on his bill after he paid the $184? So it's going to be
$736.
920 minus what?
184.
184. And that's going to be equal to, when we subtract, we got what?
736.
736. Very good. I got that as well. So 736. 736. All right. So the balance is going to be 736. And the interest is what? The interest, they say the interest is what? 10%.
The interest is 10% charge on the balance.
Yeah, 10% interest charge on the balance. That's going to be what? 10 over what? 10 over 100 multiplied by what?
736.
736. For one. Now, without even doing the calculations, what we should already know the answer is gonna be.
73.60.
Yeah, 73.60. It's all right.
73.60.
Yeah. So we cancel out this 0 with this 0, and we are left with what? It's gonna be equal to 1 over what? 1 over 10 multiplied by 736 over 1. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna multiply 1 times 736 is gonna be 736 all over 10 times 1 is going to be 10.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I'm done.
Excellent. So we have 736 and 736. And then like I said, we could be dividing it by 10. Whenever we dividing it by 10, remember the rule? You just move over what? Move over
1.
Move over 1. So it's gonna be equal to $73. Okay. $73 and 60 cents. All right, y'all understand up to here so far? Up to here so far, y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if that's the case, what we're gonna need to do is we need to find the balance plus the interest. Balance plus the interest. So balance plus the interest is going to be, let me use a different color. What's the balance? We found out the balance earlier. What was the balance? Class, what is the balance?
$736 minus 73.60.
736. So we want the balance plus the interest. So we're gonna add it to what?
$73.60.
Very good, $73.60. $73.60. I know. And then it's gonna be equal to what?
$809.60.
When we add them, what y'all get? So 736.
$809.60.
0.60. $809 and what?
60 cents.
Okay, so $809 and 60 cents. And so that's how we get the balance plus the interest. All right. And finally, we need to figure out what is going to be the amount that he pays every month to pay off this balance and interest, because that's important, right? What's going to be the amount that he pays every month to deal with that? What y'all got when y'all?
$80.96.
Say it again. Say it again.
$80.96.
$80.96.
What did y'all do to get it? What did y'all do?
Divide 809.66 divided by the 10% interest.
Divide. It says each of the 10 monthly payments. So because it says 10 monthly payments, you have to take $809.60 and divide it by what?
10.
Divided by 10. And we only divided by 10 because it's 10 monthly payments. So divided by 10. And that equals to what? What am I said?
$80.96.
Yeah.
Because we
$8.96.
One.
Very good. So we have $809.60. We move it over to the left, right? So that means we have 8 is going to be equal to
80.96
equal to 80.96. And that's exactly our answer. So it's going to be $80. $80 and 96 cents. All right. All right, question. Do you all understand this? Let me know if you understand this, please.
I do.
I understand.
I do.
I do.
Let me know if you understand this.
I have a extra question though.
Yeah, go ahead, Aiden Gray.
Okay, so is this just basic math, right?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, basically that's what we're doing.
Okay, just fine.
Yeah. So
thank you.
So basically, it comes down to these simple operations that he said. But it's just, well, this topic is called, Aiden, this topic is called hire purchase. But it's just that you just have to think through it. And that's the thing with word problem. You have to think through it, answer the questions based on it. If you understand this, put I inside the chat. If you understand this, put I inside the chat. If you understand this, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand this, please put N. If you do not understand it, please put N. So maybe we could go over it for you. But if you do understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. Let me know if you do not understand. Okay. Chad says so.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I wasn't here yesterday and I didn't get a chance to look over. If I understand this, would I understand yesterday's lesson?
They're not exactly the same, but they're close.
Okay.
They're not exactly the same. Yesterday was much easier.
Okay then.
Yeah. Okay, so someone said so. All right. So we have some people saying yes, they do. Some people saying so. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a great exercise. I'm gonna give you 2 great exercise and then allow you opportunity to do it on your own. And then we're gonna go over it together. Again, if you understand what to do, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, please put N. The next thing I want you to do is take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Aiden Gray, where's your notes? Did you send your notes as yet?
I don't really have a way of sending them, but I actually write down all of the stuff what I have here.
Yeah, so I can't take your word for it. I need to see the notes. So what I need you to do is either use your mommy phone or your daddy phone to take a picture of the notes.
I'll try to, because my mother is busy right now.
Yeah, just ask her to send the notes to use a phone.
Wait, I need to see question E real quick.
Yeah, E is right there.
Okay, thank you.
Take your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Yes, someone have a question?
I would just wanted to say I sent my notes previously, but it's like not loading. So I'm gonna send them, but they might load later because I think something's wrong with the phone's internet.
That's Kennedy. I mean, Genesis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone should be doing that.
I'm done, Mr. Petit.
Good.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and do the grade exercise right now. This is all right. So that's why I don't have it. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer this. So, okay. All right, so this is the 2 questions that I have here. I'm only gonna give you all 2, so let's move this and put this on the side. Make this one larger. The problem with this is that no problem. I'm gonna change these numbers because I don't want to use go back. You got it? Someone's asked me to go back. Did you get it?
Sorry, can you go back, please?
All right, you got it now? Did you get it? For the person who's asked, you got it? Okay, good. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do the grade exercise. I'm only gonna give you 2 of them. 2 should be enough. All right, so this one says the television. Let's call this one number 1. Put this on this side. Number 1. Television set was priced at $580. Mr. Hepburn purchases television on the following terms. Let's do 20% down payment, 10% interest. Pay off the debt in 10 equal payments. Calculate the down payment, the balance, the interest. We added some new questions. So we want the balance plus the interest, the balance plus interest. And then we also want each of the 10 monthly payments. Then for this one, it's number 2. $890. This is Mr. Stubbs. 20%. I like that. We haven't. Okay, so that all we need to do is change this into. We need the interest. We got the interest. We just need the balance. Plus each of the 10 monthly payments. So those are your 2 questions. Please do them to the best of your ability. And I need you to take a picture of your work when you finish and send it to me via WhatsApp. Shavarian Moss, did you send me your work as yet? Shavarian Moss, did you send me your work as yet?
Yes, sir.
And Debria DeVoe, do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Ethan Adderley, where's Ethan Adderley?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how to do these?
Yes, sir, I understand how to do this.
What, you still on number 1? Just about to do them.
Yes, sir.
Did you send me the notes as yet, Ethan?
Yes, sir, I'm sending the notes right now.
Okay. And Dazon Curry. Dazon, where's your notes?
Pardon me?
Where's your notes? Where's your notes?
My notes?
Yeah.
Send them here. I'm in a meeting right now, so I gotta send them that stuff.
Yeah, but okay, so let me ask a question. Did you send in yesterday's work?
Oh, so
Were you in class yesterday?
I wasn't
Hello?
in class for the full duration.
You was in class for the federation. So for the part that you were in, where's the notes for that?
I didn't send them.
So what you need to do is you need to get your mommy phone and send the work Dazon.
Yes, I can send them when she get out of the meeting.
Yeah, Dazon, you can't be doing that, man. You have to send in the work. All right? You have to.
Yes, sir.
Amari Demerit, where's Amari? Amari, can you hear me? Where's Amari? I don't know why she never answers. Amari, can you hear me? Anaya Butler, what number you on?
I'm currently writing down the questions.
No, don't do it like that. Write the question down and answer it. All right, don't just write the full thing and then it'll take too long. All right. Amia, what number you on?
I'm on number 1A.
You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Janaya White?
I'm on number 1B.
1B. Janae Williams, where's Janae Williams?
My number.
That's good. Janae Williams, are you there? I can't have Janae Williams. Shawnee Monroe, what number you on?
Oh, I'm on number 1C.
Number 1C. You understand what to do?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And Christian Wilson. Christian Wilson.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
1E.
1E. Are you answering the questions or are you just writing down the question?
Answer the questions.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Where's Lavender?
Yes, sir.
Lavender, I see you sent me some questions. After class, we have to go over them, all right?
Okay.
It's not okay.
I mean, yes, sir. Sorry.
Shamaya, what number you on?
1E.
1E. Tori Miller, where's Tori Miller? Tori Miller, you need to send me your assignment. Wyatt, what number you on? Wyatt, what number you on?
Oh, I was just sending my working. So I just started.
Okay. And Sanaya Ho?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
1A.
1A?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Zion Davis, what number you on? Zion Davis?
1A.
1A. All right. Do you understand what you're doing, Zion? Zion, do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where is
Excuse me, Mr. Petty.
Go ahead.
Do I write D and E in and 3 I's?
Write it as A, B, C, D, E.
Yes, sir.
Now, where is Kylie and Kyla? What number y'all on? Kylie and Kyla.
I'm making. I on number 1B.
And do you understand what you're doing or no?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
A little bit? What part don't you understand?
I don't understand D and E.
D and E. Did you write down the example?
Yes, sir.
All right, look at the example carefully and mimic what I did. And then see if you can get it like that.
Yes, sir.
Where is Skylar Hall? Skylar, you there? Skylar. Where's Skylar?
Yes, sir.
Where's my notes?
I sent it to you.
What's your number?
Send that to the chat.
No. What's the number? What's the number you send it to? I mean, sorry, what's your number that you use to send it?
455.
455,
3488.
Yeah, that's not the right number. 455-3488. That I haven't received anything from that number. Are you lying to me, Skylar?
Hold on, I got a chat.
No, you lying, man. Stop lying. Send in the work and stop lying about sending it. Use your mother phone or use your phone. Do you hear me, Skylar?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Nathan Patton, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Number 2. Is there anyone who's finished with number 1? Completely finished with number 1? Let me know, please.
I am.
Sashanik and only 2 persons finished with number 1.
I am.
I am.
I just finished.
Just finished? Okay. Good. Dexter as well. Okay, that's good.
I am.
And Jerusalem. That's good.
I am.
That's good. Where is, what's her name? Kamika Hepburn.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
On B.
You on B?
Number 1.
Number 1
Yes,
B.
sir.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's some Camaro Rose.
Yes, sir.
You and Aiden sit in the same place?
No, sir.
Okay, because I don't have the echo anymore. What number you on?
I go on number 2 right now.
Where do you send me your notes? Because I don't see them.
What's up?
What's your number? What's the number you use?
I get no in a second.
Chloe Oliver. Where's Chloe?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
2A.
2A. Liliana. Where's Liliana?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
1D.
1D. That's good. Megan Roll. What number you on? 2 what? 2A. Is there, because I noticed you spoke to your sister about something. Is there any specific math topic that you want me to cover? That you have problems with?
Quadratic graphs.
Say it again.
Quadratic graphs.
Okay. Do you have any questions on that? That you have, like examples? Or you want me just going over it? All right. Do you have time after class to go over it, or you want to do it tomorrow?
We can do it tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow after class, I'm going to explain that to you. If you have any questions, you could bring it. Or any other topics, you could bring that as well. That's what y'all on in school now?
Yeah.
Pardon? Okay. What school do you attend?
CV Bethel.
CV Bethel. What's the name of your March teacher?
Oh, she name is Cooper.
Miss Cooper. All right. And okay, Michaela Bethel. Are you there? Oh, that's Michaela Maki. Michaela Maki. Where's Michaela? Michaela Maki, can you hear me? I can't hear from Michaela. When you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Anyone finished with 1 and 2? Is there anyone who's finished with 1 and 2?
I am.
Almost.
Sashanique, almost. Camrose, what's the number that you send the work through? Camrose. Camrose. Where is he? Jeff Tanique Murphy, what number you on? Jeff Tanique Murphy, can you hear me? Can't hear from Jeff Tanique Murphy for some reason.
One thing, I tell him already in a mirror, I'm all threatening her up on the phone. I'm tell him, say, listen,
Okay.
she can't immigrate.
Okay. Mariah, what number you on?
I on 2.
2 what?
2A, sorry.
2A. You finished with 1A through E?
I going back to that.
Are you just writing down the questions?
Yes, sir.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Try to do number 1.
Okay.
Pardon?
So.
Try to do number 1. Try to do number 1, Mariah. Look at the notes, compare the notes to what I gave you. All right. Ashaya, Isaiah. Isaiah, is Isaiah? Yeah, from Isaiah. Caleb Conliffe, what number you on?
2A.
2A. Chanel, what number you on?
2E.
2E, good. Dexter Hannah, what number you on? Where's Dexter? Dexter. Dexter Hannah, can you hear me? All right. Travanti Cooper, what number you on? Travanti Cooper, what number you on? Where's Travanti? Yeah, go ahead.
2C.
2C, good. All right. Zion Neely, do you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
What number you on now?
I just started number 2.
So you finished all of 1.
Yes, sir.
Levontinique, you have a question for me? If you have a question for me, Levontinique, let me know. Anyone else is finished? Anyone else is finished? Sure, Colette. I might mispronounce your name.
I'm finished.
You finished? All right.
Yes, sir.
That's Rodrigo? Or Crizia?
Crizia.
Crizia, okay. Sure, Colette. Sure, Colette. Is there a Sure Colette here? I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong.
No, you pronounce it right. I'm here. I just arrived. I'm late. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. You missed a lot. I'll have to send you the recordings from yesterday and also this one. But we're gonna go over the answers right now. We just doing these 2 exercises. Pronounce your name for me.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Samaya. What number you on?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Number 2. You finished number 1?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. Did you send me the work?
No, sir. You mean for the day?
Yes, I mean the notes.
I just came on, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So.
You're not sure what you're doing. Okay, so we gotta go over it for you. Anyone
sir.
else? Anyone else is confused on what to do? You don't know what to do on these questions. Anyone else do not know what to do?
Me.
Okay, Kylie. Who else don't know what to do? All right, if you don't know, if you don't want to say it out loud, just put N in the chat. If you don't know what to do, if you don't want to say it out loud.
Me, Mr. Badi.
Roshana. And again, if you don't know how to do these, just put N in the chat so we could help you. Don't be shy. Where is Ajani? Have you sent in the notes as yet? Ajani. I don't think these questions should be taking us this long. Y'all finished with number 1, right?
I'm finished.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Only those 3 persons are finished with number 1.
I did.
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
finished.
finished.
I finished too.
I'm finished with number 1.
I finished number 1 and 2.
Number 1. Aiden.
Mr. Petit, I send you my work.
Send it. Where's Aiden? Aiden or Aidan?
Here.
Okay. That's
Mr. Petit, I finished.
you finished as well?
I'm just on number 2.
Yes, sir.
That's the number 2. Okay, good. Yes, Trinity.
I said I was finished with
You finished. You finished. Okay, good. Yeah, we have to answer these questions. We can't stay all day on these. So let's go ahead and answer question number 1. All right. If you are finished with it, you can put your hands inside the chat, but let's go ahead and answer these questions. So for question number 1A, we have to find the down payment. I need a reader, please. Anyone want to volunteer to read?
Me.
Go ahead.
I'll read.
Go ahead.
Number 1, a television set is priced at $580. Mr. Hepburn purchases the television on the following terms. 1.
I.
20% down payment. I2.
Just say double I, yeah.
Double I. 10% interest charge on the balance. I3. Pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments. Calculate the amount of A, the down payment.
We say triple I. Okay?
Triple I, yeah. B, the balance. C, the interest. D, the balance plus interest, and E, each of the 10 monthly payments.
Good. Skylar Hall, where's Skylar?
Yes.
Skylar Hall, let's try that again.
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes? Where's your notes, Skylar?
Haven't sent.
Yeah, so you have to send your notes, Skylar. Have you written them down?
Yes, sir.
So you have to send them. What's taking you so long? Take a picture of your notes and send them. You understand me?
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Volunteers for number 1. A. Who's gonna be with number 1A?
I can do it.
Go ahead, Antoine.
Okay, first you put the 20%. You put 20 over 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, hold on, wait.
20 over 100. Where's Mariah? Mariah, are you there? Where's she? Mariah, can you hear me? I didn't choose it. Okay. I don't know what happened to Antoine. Can someone else pick up this question?
Me.
Go ahead.
Then you do 580 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you cross out the zeros.
Uh-huh. So it's
And
gonna
that-
be
580 over 1.
580. Over 1.
And then you cross out the zeros.
So we cross out the 0, it's gonna be This 0 with what? That's 0.
And then the 20. The
Mhm.
0 from the 20.
So it's going to be canceled. This one with what? That one. It's going to be
And then
equal
that
to-
equals to 116.
So we say 2 over 1 multiplied by what?
58 over 1.
8 over 1. And so it's going to be what?
116.
So it's going to be 58. Good.
Oh, you want me to finish answer it?
You can.
Oh, okay. So that's 16, 6, and then 5 times 2 is 10.
All right. So for the first one, what you said you got when you multiply 2 times 58?
116.
2 times 58 is 116. So 2 times 8 is going to be 6. And then 16. And then 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is?
11.
Yeah. So that's 116 over what?
1.
Over 1. Very good. Which leaves you with what?
116.
116. Very good. Did anyone else get 116 for this, please? Let me know.
I did.
Yes, so
I sent my answers in the chat.
Very good.
To you.
Very good. Very good.
I did.
Very good. Then we have defined the balance. Come here. Continue, Shamaya.
Okay, so
460.
So the balance is gonna be what?
580 minus 116.
580 minus what?
116.
Minus 116. It's gonna be equal to what?
464.
580 minus 116. It's gonna be equal to, yes, we can. You got 464?
Yes, sir.
464. Very good. Did anyone else get 464?
I
Yes,
did.
please. Good.
yes,
I did too.
I
Good.
sent you the work by the way.
Good.
I did.
Excellent. So 116 for the first one, $116, 464 for the second one. Now I want the interest.
Okay, so you do 10 divided 100
10 over 100.
times 464 over 1.
Multiplied by?
1.
Multiplied
Well,
by?
yeah. 464 over 1.
464
Over 1.
over 1. It's going to be equal to what? We cancel this with that. We're left with what?
46.40.
1 over 10 multiplied by
604 over 1.
464 over 1. Very good. And we are left with what? In the final answer, we are left with, it's going to be equal to
46.40.
46.40. Very good. 46.40. All right. Now we have to figure what is the balance plus the interest. The balance is what? From B? From B to
464.
464. Very good. Plus the interest, which is what?
46.40.
46.40. So that's going to be equal to what?
$510.40.
$510.
$10.40.
Very good. $510
Yes, Mr.
and
Petit.
40 cents. Yes.
Guess what?
Uh-huh.
All your answers wrong.
Oh.
No dollar symbol.
Yeah. Each of the 10 monthly payments is going to be what?
$510.40 divided by 10.
$510.40 divided by
10.
divided by 10. And when we divide by 10, we just move this over. It's gonna be what?
51.04.
51 point
04.
So $51.04. Okay, so we got 116, 464, $46.40, $510.40, and $51.04. Did anyone else get this? Let me know if you got all the answers right. For
I
number
did.
one.
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I did.
Good. Good.
I did.
That's only a few of y'all. The rest of you, what happened? Y'all didn't get number one, right?
I did. Oh, snap.
No, sir. I
I
think I
got
did something.
Yes, sir.
I get number one right.
I did. I did.
You see, Mr. Petit, I was over here just reading about whole decision. How I was just reading, I was just like overthinking the whole
Overthinking the whole problem.
question. Yes,
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Circle. Oh my goodness. What's your last name?
Taylor.
Okay, can I call you Miss Taylor?
That's right.
Okay. Do you understand how we got these answers or no?
I did. Like I said, I got the same answers, but I used the calculator. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't show the full working. Okay.
Didn't
All
do
right.
it like.
Okay. So you could take these down. This is how you could show your working. All right. I got them wrong. Akira, you need to fix your mic. You never use your mic. There's Akira. Yeah, you have to fix your mic. All right. Next, let's go on to number 2. Did anyone finish number 2?
I did.
I
did.
only
And I
number
sent it
2.
to you.
I did. Yes, sir.
Good. The balance, we don't need no extra lines for that. We just need that.
No, sir. I didn't get to finish it.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and answer number 2 at this point. Any volunteers for number 2?
Me.
Go ahead, Kanan.
Read it, right?
Yes, go ahead and read it.
A television set was priced at $890. Mr. Stubbs purchases the television on the following terms. I, 20% down payment. I, 10% interest charge on the balance. I, pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments. Calculate the amount of A, the down payment, B, the balance, C, the interest, D, the balance plus interest, and E, each of the 10 monthly payments.
So let's go to the down payment. Akira, you need to pay attention because I understand that you didn't do too well. So you have to pay attention for the second one, all right? Go ahead, Kanan.
Okay, I have to say how I found it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for A, I have to put my page. For A, what I did was I put the 20 over 100 times 890 over 1 equals 178 over 1 equals $178.
So we're gonna cancel out this 0 with this 0, right? and this 0 with also this 0, right? That makes sense? It's going to be
Yes,
equal to
sir.
what? 2 over what? 2 over 1
2 over 1.
And the balance. The
multiplied by
balance is subtract.
89 over 1.
89 over 1. 201 and 89 over 1
very good. 89 over 1.
equals 178.
Go ahead, Kanan.
And then the 89 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then when I did 2 times 89, the answer that I got was 178 over 1.
2 times 89, 178 over 1. Did anyone else get that? 178 over 1.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And anything over 1 is itself.
I did.
So it's just going to be
I did.
$178. Very good. We got that right? $178.
Yes.
Yes.
Got that?
sir.
Did anyone else get that? $178? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Good.
I did.
Now we want
I did
the,
also.
you got that? Okay. Now I want the balance. The balance is what? The balance is going to be, go ahead, Kanan. Balance is what?
The balance is the $890 minus $178.
$890 minus 107.
178.
Yeah. Which equals to what?
I get 712.
890 minus 178. You got 712.
Yes, sir.
So 712 is that. It's a perfect 7. 712. Did anyone else get that? 712. Let me know, please. Besides
did.
Kanan, did
I
anyone
got
else get
that.
I
that?
did.
I did.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Only those 3 persons? Anyone else got
Yes, sir.
712?
Yes,
Anyone else?
sir.
I got it.
Right?
Sashanik,
I got it.
That's all.
Yes, sir, that's where I stopped.
okay. Where's Crimson? Crimson, what happened tonight? You're quiet.
I was random.
All right. 1 second, please. All right, so it's going to be 10%, which is going to be 10% interest charge on the balance. So it's 10%. So 10 over 100 multiplied by what? 800 and? Oh, on the balance. On the balance.
712.
On the balance.
712. 178.
712. Very good. So it's going to be 712. Empress.
Think so?
D is too easy. Now you know that. You know D is easy.
Exactly where I want to do it.
All right, Kanan, what are we going to do with this? That's Kanan.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to do?
Okay, we're gonna cross out one of the zeros from the 10 and one of the zeros from the 100.
Very good. It's going to be equal to 1 over what?
1 over 10.
1 over 10. Multiplied by what? 712
over 1.
712 over 1. And that's going to be equal to 7.1.20. Let me finally do it. Right? Let me, that's what you got, Kanan?
That's what I got, but I just did the division.
Yeah. I don't have enough space on my screen, so that's why I do it later.
Oh.
All right, 712.0. Sorry, $71.20, $71.20. That's what I got. Anyone else got that as well for part C?
Yes, sir.
I got that.
Okay. Now I want the balance plus the interest. Go ahead. Go ahead, Empress.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, so you're gonna add 712 plus 71.20, which will give you 783.20.
So 712 plus $71 and what? 20 cents.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be equal to
$783.
$783.
No, sorry.
84.
What? Huh.
784.20.
Go ahead, Empress. Finish.
I get 783.20.
Yeah, that's correct.
Me too.
Oh,
Me too.
783.20 points.
I also got that.
0.20. $783.20. I think I took up too much space. Let me write it again.
I got that wrong, Mr. Petit. I put 781 20.
781.
Yeah, I put
Empress.
781.20. I got that wrong.
Empress, explain how you got your answer again.
I added 712 plus 71.20. So that's the balance. And the total. Yeah, the total. That's the balance plus the interest.
Okay, thank you.
She's correct. I just did it wrong.
And what you got when you added them?
783.20.
Good. Now we want each of the 10 monthly payments. So it's going to be 783 point what? 0.20 divided by what?
10.
Divided by 10. So this means that what's going to happen? We're going to move it over once since we divided by 10. It's going to be equal to 783.32. All right. That's our answer. All right. Anyone got, boy, this could be interesting. Anyone got all right?
Yes, sir.
I did.
I did.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
This is Among Us.
Anyone got all right?
Yes, sir.
This is a very long exercise. Put I inside the chat if you
Of
got
course.
all right. Put I inside the chat if you got all right. Let me see. I, Dexter, Chevette, Nathan.
I made a mistake on
Kennedy.
2D, so
Alright.
as a result of that, I got the last two wrong.
All right, chocolate. Okay, Zion. Okay, Joseph. Okay, if you got, anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong?
I did.
One wrong.
I did.
Anyone got two? Anyone got two wrong?
I did.
Two
I got the
wrong.
two last ones.
I did.
Because I calculated wrong.
Calculated wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. So overall, do we still like higher purchase, or we want to go back to simple interest?
I'm starting to get more comfortable
I
with
like I first though. We
Someone
could go to none.
go back to none. Where's Miss Morris? Is Miss Morris here? I don't think Miss Morris is here. I feel like I would hear her. Miss Morris, are you there? No, she definitely is not there. Okay. All right. So we still have time. Let's do one more question. Where is Moriah? Moriah, are you there? Moriah, can you hear me? Let's do another question on this. So basically, the only thing that we added today was the 10% interest charge. That's the only thing we added. All right. And so that might throw some people off, but that's the only thing we added. All right. So for this one, let's go ahead and do this. I'm just going to be example number 3. I think we desperately need another example. So let's go ahead and write this down and then go ahead and do it. So and hopefully after this, you all would, let's say a television set was priced at, you can call him Mr. Philip, no, Mr. Rule. Let's say it was priced at 340. Same thing, 20% down payment, 10% interest charge, debt paid and 10 equal monthly payments, calculate the down payment. Okay, where's Mariah? Where's Mariah? Mariah, are you there? Example number 3. Keep on calling her name. I can't hear from her. All right, can't hear from Mariah. Camerose or Camrose.
Write down.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down. We're gonna do this last one.
Yes, sir.
I want someone who don't speak a lot. Someone who don't speak a lot. I want you to answer this one. They don't talk much at all. Christian Wilson. Where's Christian Wilson?
Right here.
Okay, read the question for me, please.
Well, a television set was priced at $340. Mr. Rule purchased the television on the following terms. I, 20% down payment. I, double I, 10% interest charge on the balance, triple I. Pay off the debt completely in 10 equal payments. Calculate the amount.
Very good.
Calculate the amount of.
Calculate the amount of what?
A, the down payment. B, the balance. C, the interest. D, the balance plus interest. E, each of the 10 monthly payments.
Very good. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Where's D'Angelo? D'Angelo, are you there? Where's D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? So how come you never talk in this class? What's happening?
I told his mommy that.
Where's your notes? D'Angelo, can you hear me? D'Angelo, can you hear me? And now I can't hear him no more. D'Angelo, can you hear me?
So.
You have to speak into the mic because we barely can hear you.
Yeah, so.
Where's your notes? Where's your notes, D'Angelo? Have you sent them to me? Pardon? Pardon?
I'm not going to send them on.
You do have something to send them on. Have you even written them down?
Yeah, sir.
So where are they? You haven't sent me no notes.
Live with me.
Say it again.
Don't live with me.
I know you don't live with your mommy, but you live with some adult, right?
Yeah, sir.
Well, you have to ask them to use the phone.
Yeah, sir.
So go ahead and ask them to use the phone.
So.
What his name is? D'Angelo. Do you know my number? D'Angelo, do you know my number? Let me put inside the chat for you. 426-8891. All right. That's my number. Okay, go ahead, Joel. Where's Joel Sweeting?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to answer the down payment. How are we going to get the down payment for this?
Multiply.
Multiply what? Multiply what? Come on, man. Let's go. How are we going to get the down payment?
20% over 100.
So 20 over what?
Over 100.
Multiply by what?
Times 340 over 1.
Multiply by 340 over 1. Very good. And what are we going to do at this point?
Cancel the zeros.
So we're going to cancel this 0 with this 0. We're going to cancel this 0 with that 0. And we are left with what?
2 times 34.
2 over 1 multiplied by 34 over 1. And what is 2 times 34? Let's multiply them. What did y'all get, by the way, for those persons who already answered this?
It's 68.
What is it? 68. So 4 times 2 is 8. And 2 times 3 is 6. So it's going to be what? 60? 68 over 1. Which is what? Which is simply 68. 68, very good. 68. Lavender, where's Lavender? Lavender.
Oh.
I need you to find the balance. What is the balance? How are we gonna get the balance?
You subtract the 68 from the number of payments.
So 68 minus 340, which gives us what?
Yes. So
68 minus 340, which gives us what?
272.
272.
272, very good. Megan, roll. How are we gonna get the interest? Megan, roll. Where's the Megan, roll? Is she here? Megan, roll. Can you hear me? Oh, that's a mic. Megan. Go ahead, Megan.
You're gonna put 10 over 100.
Uh-huh.
Then you're gonna times it by 340 over 1.
Why are you using 340?
So, no, 272.
272. Why are we using 272?
Because that's the balance.
That's the balance. Very good. What could we do at this point?
Cancel one of the zeros for 10 and then the zeros for 100.
Very good. So it's gonna be we're gonna be left with 1 over 10 multiplied by what?
272 over 1.
Very good. 272 over 1. Which is equal to what?
272 over 1.
272 over 1. You sure over 1?
Over 10.
Mm-hmm. And whenever we divide them by 10, what do we have to do?
Carry it over once.
So it's what?
27.2.
Thank you. 27.20. Did anyone else get 27.20? Let me know if you got that.
I did.
I did. I did.
Very good. Aiden Bean, what's the balance plus the interest?
Balance plus the interest. 272 plus 27. 272 plus 27.20.
Plus 27.20.
Will give you 299.20.
Yes, that's so 272 plus 27.20 gives us what?
299.20.
299. Point what? 0.20. Good. And then we have we want each of the 10 monthly payments. So it's going to be Amaya non-home. How are we going to get that? Each of the 10 monthly payments. 299 point.
Gonna divide $299.20 by 10.
Very good. 299 divided by what?
10.
Divided by 10. It's going to be equal to what? It's going to be sent over. So it's what?
It's gonna be $29.92.
Very good. $29 and
92 cents.
92 cents. Good. All right, class, does this question make sense to you all? Let me know, please.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Do you all understand it? Do you all
Yes,
understand
sir.
it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that, please. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is D'Angelo? D'Angelo, are you here? D'Angelo, can you hear me? D'Angelo Smith, can you hear me?
So
Where's the notes?
I sent them right when I finish this.
When you finish this, okay. Put your name when you send the notes as well, D'Angelo.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit, I missed 2 slides.
You missed 2 slides?
Yes, sir.
All right. Once they finish, right, this and I'm gonna go back. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. We are going on to health science and general science. If you do not take health science or general science, and you already sent in the notes, you can leave. But if you if you are taking health science or general science, you have to stay back for this class. All right. So health science and general science people, we stay back for our class. All right. So please do that for me, please.
Yes, sir. Good night. Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good.
Again, if you're taking health science or general science, make sure to stay back. If you're not, then we can. Oh, there's Lavender. Lavender, are you there? There's Lavender.
Yes, sir.
Lavender, after health in general, then you could rejoin. You ain't doing health or general, right?
Yes, sir. I do know.
You're doing health, okay. So after general science class, then I could help you with your question. All right.
So.
Go ahead.
You know this? See you later, alligator.
Okay.
You don't know how to answer that?
After wild crocodile.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
I thought I was old for a second.
Have a good night. All right.
Mercy Boutique.
All right. Yes.
Can you go to the slide right before this one, please?
Yes, I can. Who's that speaking?
Genesis.
Genesis, yeah. Sound like Genesis. All right. This is a slide before this. I think what his name is? What's the young man's name? Xavier said he needed this. And then this one. I think this one is what he missed. So, all right, let's go on. It's 8 o'clock, so we have to move on to.
Can I take a screenshot real quick, please, so I could write all this down?
Yes, quickly take a screenshot of that. Wait, this is the wrong one. This is the right one.
Oh, what's that?
You have this one?
That was the $890 one I didn't get.
$890.
That was number 2.
This is number 2 right at it's 920.
890.
This is right now.
He means the graded exercise
You mean the
number
greatest?
2.
Oh, you mean this one?
Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's go on to health and general science. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer.
Good night, Mr. Petit. Thank you.
Good night. All right, so the last time we were here, we dealt with.
Good night.
Good night. We dealt with what? Did we finish all the nutrients?
I think it was on minerals and something else.
So Mariah, what happened? I was calling you all the while and Martha.
My
you were not
iPad froze, sorry.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to health science. Did we finish all the minerals is my question. I mean all of the did we finish all of them? Oh no. So we still have to go over them.
We was on fats and vitamins.
Okay. Did we talk about fiber, right? Yeah, we finished it. Yeah, we finished it. We did. All right, so the next thing is definitely going to be a very good topic. All of you should know at least something about it. And we're gonna describe them before we actually get into the lesson. Let's head up first, and then we're gonna explain some stuff. So Mr. Petit, my name is Mr. Petit. Today is what? Tuesday the 21st of January 2025.
You're welcome.
And let's make sure all this is white, completely white. The subject is, of course, health science. So health science. The topic is, all right, want me to give you all a hint? It's gonna be so easy, all dog you get it.
Excretory system.
Or you want guess? You want guess? Or you want a hint?
Sorry, I won't try guess.
All right, try guessing.
Nutrients.
No.
The body and its nutrients.
No.
Is it a system?
Muscles.
No.
The muscles.
No.
Digestive system.
No. It's very easy. Let me give you all let me give you the hint. It's gonna be easy. Once I give you the hint, you can immediately know what it is. Immediately. So you gotta be prepared to answer. All right, what is it that we use to eat with?
Mouth.
Healthy eating.
Our mouths, but what?
The teeth.
The teeth.
Healthy eating. Is it healthy eating?
The digestive system.
The teeth.
Types of teeth.
The human teeth.
You said utensils. Teeth aren't utensils.
Were you listening carefully, young man? I never said utensils. I said, what is it that we use to eat with? Are you listening? All right, so. We're gonna go over the names of the teeth. I'm sure some of you know some of the names. What do you know?
Canine.
Canines.
Molars,
yeah.
Molars, yeah.
Incisors.
Premolars.
Incisors, yes, incisors.
Premolars.
Premolars, yeah.
Molars.
Right. Molars, yes. Canines, yeah. So I just wanna premolars, yeah. Let me just show you all a diagram of it. This is a good one. I just want to show you this just before we even start writing the notes. This is a good diagram to have on the side there. So let's talk about it. So you have your teeth. Now the good thing is that it's like we call this in math. We haven't done this yet, right? But what do you see? It's start with S. We say that it's SY. SYM. No.
Symmetrical.
Symmetrical. Very good. Symmetrical. So it's like a mirror image, right? Okay, so is this an adult or is this like a child?
Adult.
So if we look carefully, we have what do we use to chew food? Not chew food, what we use to tear into food. We use
canines.
We use the canines. We need the canines to tear into food. How many canines do we have?
4.
In total. You should have what? How many canines? So that's like not 2. Because if you look at it, right?
Oh, top and bottom.
Top and bottom. So you have one right there. This is a canine.
4.
This is another canine. 4? Yeah, 4. It's 4. Right? And then you have them on top as well. So this is a canine. And this is also a canine as well on the side. So let me ask a question. So this is the 4th one. So let me ask a question. Which one we use to bite into an apple? Say.
Incisor.
Incisors. Very good. Incisors. And the incisors are gonna be these ones right here. How many incisors do we have? At least an adult has.
8. 8.
Say it again.
8.
So 4 on top and 4 at the
Bottom.
bottom. Very good. So incisors are going to be very important. These are the ones that help with biting into the food. And then you have your molars. These
Mr.
ones.
Petit,
Yes.
for the bottom part, you circled the wrong thing. I think so.
No,
For the canine.
For the bottom part, okay, this is the, oh yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, that's correct. For the canine, we actually want this one.
Mr. Petit, you have 12 molars.
1 second. Erase. I was wondering, I was like, why does thing look weird? There we go. Good. And then this is going to be the next canine right now. And then these are the incisors. Good. Now, what else? Then we have the.
I think I can write that image.
Then we have the molars. These are there for what?
Crushing food.
Crushing food, grinding food, stuff like that. All right. And that's basically it. We have canines, incisors, molars, premolars. That's basically good. That's a good diagram. I want to show you another one. This is like inside, like the mouth, but I want to show you another one where it's more relatable. Like it's actually showing the front teeth, so you actually like see it like in real time, like actually see it. So like how you would see it from, say, a mirror. So let's look at something like this one. So this is a good one. So here we have our incisors. So this is our, like the big teeth, the one that is there for your smile. This is your incisor. All right, these are your incisors. All right. This is also your incisor as well. This is also the incisor as well. So these are what we call what? What type of teeth we call these?
Incisors.
Incisors, very good. Then we have the one that tears into food, which is going to be the
canines.
The canines, very good. Tear into food. That's your canines. And then you have the molars and your premolars, which is there for crushing and biting. I mean, sorry, crushing and grinding food, right? That's basically them. All right. So that's basically a good understanding of the anatomy of the teeth. Go ahead.
So what category is a wisdom tooth?
What category is a wisdom tooth? What do you think? Think about it. Is it?
Molar.
It's definitely a molar. Yeah, it's a molar. So let's go. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, when it comes to the teeth, right? How can we take good care of the teeth?
By brushing up.
By brushing and cleaning up.
Flossing.
So, by flossing and everything. So let me ask the question: who has more teeth, an adult or a child?
Adult.
An adult.
An adult.
Say a child.
Adult. Say it again.
I almost say a child. They talk so much.
All right. What is the function of a teeth of the teeth? So let's talk about that. So, the teeth is very important. Why is the teeth important? Anyone know? Give me 3 reasons. We can list 3
Because
reasons.
it gives our mouth shape.
Very good. It gives
Helps us
shape.
to eat.
Gives
Help us
shape
to
to
eat.
the face.
Grounded.
It helps us with
eat.
It helps with. It helps us to eat food.
And speaking.
It helps us talk properly.
To eat food and to speak.
Very good. So helps with mastication. And mastication is just basically with chewing, right? So help with helps with chewing, right? Food, or physically breaking down food. And then it helps with what? Helps
Speaking.
Helps with making sounds. Anyone could whistle?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
I could.
And speech.
Yes, sir.
Who all could whistle?
I can.
I can.
Let me hear a
I
good.
can.
Let me hear a good whistle. Let me
I
hear a
could.
good whistle. Oh, oh wow, y'all actually good. That's y'all. No, y'all using a whistle, man. Y'all that can't be. Y'all using a whistle somewhere. Whistle from somewhere.
My ears.
I know, right? All right. So, how were you able to make that whistle sound? If you didn't have any teeth, do you think you could have whistled as effectively as that?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Not as easy. He's probably
You
still
whistle
could.
with your mouth.
You still could whistle, but not as easy as that. So, your teeth helps with making sounds, and also with speech. Like being able to talk. Yes.
Fun fact, right? You know, people with no teeth could whistle better than most people with teeth, right?
But they can't talk properly. And that's the point. So your teeth is important for.
That's wrong.
No, I mean
really
that's
wrong.
not. That's not. Come on, man. That's not a. I wasn't making fun of nobody. I just was saying. Making the point
I'm
that
telling the truth.
it helps with making sound and speech. Now, in a full lifetime, how many sets of teeth will we have? So in a full
32.
lifetime,
Two, sir.
Only two.
how many sets of teeth will we have?
Two.
Of a human being. In a full lifetime of human being, they will have.
Is it called milk teeth?
Ah, very good. They will have two sets of teeth, right? A temporary teeth, or milk teeth, right? And you have B, which is what? Permanent teeth.
Adult teeth.
Or adult teeth. Very good. How many teeth? 1 second. How many teeth is inside the temporary teeth or milk teeth?
20.
28.
28.
20.
20, 28, 24, 25,
24.
32,
20.
36,
20. 20.
20.
Sir.
So there are 20 teeth in the temporary set. How much is inside an adult?
32.
32.
32.
You say 58? You say 58? Someone say 58? While there
32.
are 58 is insane. While there are 32 teeth in the what? Permanent set. Why do we have the difference in the adult and the permanent?
Because your mouth wasn't like as a child, your mouth wasn't big enough to hold in all your teeth.
Because of the molars in the back, the baby, the
Exact-
milk teeth, they don't have molars.
Exactly. Very good. So this difference in number is due to the fact that there are no molars in the temporary set of teeth. How many persons already growing molars, already have molars? Or y'all ain't have them yet?
I think I
Many
have
of them.
that. No.
You have them? You think you have them? You don't know?
I do.
You do? Ty, you said you do?
Yes, sir.
All right.
They hurt.
You heard? All right.
I still have an
Odds.
eye tooth growing.
You still have an eye.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What age you have to be growing molars? What you say just now? Basically.
It differs from age to age. So as you develop in puberty and stuff like that, it starts to pop out. Another reason why is that there is not sufficient space, sufficient space in the mouth of a child to accommodate the molars, right? So there are 4 different types of teeth, right? We have the incisors. So let's talk about them, right? The 4 different types of teeth. So let me move this here. Do we have enough time for that? You have to make time. You have to. So we can talk about the 4 different types of teeth and their function and how much we have of them, of each. So let's go ahead and do that. So let me put this over here. And so there are 4 types. 4 types of teeth. And we discussed them already. What's the first one that we talk about?
Incisors.
Incisors. Now the incisors are going to be what? These are
the teeth that rips through food.
Front teeth.
These are front teeth. These are the front ones. These are, can we say they are flat, right? Cutting teeth that bite into food, unlike biting in the apple. So these are flat, cutting teeth that bite into food. Where can we find them? Where can we find them?
In the front.
Very good. And are found in the front. So these are ones that makes up your smile. So if you lose your incisors, they can say that you have a, what do they say that people, they open gate or something like that? How do they say it? They have a what? If you
Open gate.
Open gate.
Like a gap in your teeth.
You have the pearly gates open.
Pearly gates open, yeah. These are flat cutting teeth that bite into food and are found in the front of the mouth.
Are you a teacher or a dentist?
There are, I know, right? There are, how many incisors? 8 incisors.
8. Top and bottom.
4 on the top. 4 on the top.
4 on the bottom.
On the top. And 4
on the bottom.
On the bottom. Number 2, we have canines. These are sharp, what? These are sharp tearing teeth. Tearing teeth. That what? Rip food and are found, where do we find them? On the sides of the mouth.
Incisors.
Sides of the incisors. How many canines do we have? There are 4 canines. 2 on top. 2 on top. And 2 at the bottom. Number 3, premolars. And as the name suggests, it's premolars, before the real molars. So premolars.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. These are. Go ahead.
Do you know that canines are also identified as the eye tooth?
I didn't know that. These are small, thick, grinding teeth that what? Crush what? That crush food, right? They can be found where? Behind the what? Behind the canines. How many premolars do we have? There are 8 premolars. Then we have the molars. These teeth are only found a part of the adult set. These are large crushing teeth, right? Found at the back of the mouth. The wisdom teeth are actually the last molars to grow in the mouth. There are 12 molars in the mouth. So where can we find molars? Only in which set? Where can we find the molars? Only in which set?
Only adult set.
Yeah, only in
The
adults.
adult set.
The adult set. Canines, what do we use them for?
To rip food.
To rip food, tear and rip into food. Very good. How many teeth are found in an adult?
32.
32, 32, very good. How many teeth are found in temporary or milk teeth?
20.
20. 20. Very good. What is the reason why the teeth is so important?
Give shape to the
Gives
face.
shape to the face.
Give shape
Helps
to
with chewing food.
Very good.
Helps with making sound of speech.
Very good. All right. And the incisors, what do the incisors do?
Help to bite into food.
Very good. Help to bite into food. Very good. All right. What I want you to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Could you read K9? I don't understand it.
These are sharp tearing teeth that rip into food and are found on the sides of the mouth. Yeah, I think that's the problem right now.
The part after you correct just now is correct, Mr. Petit.
That rip into food and are found in the sides of, and are found in the sides of the mouth. But
Mr. Petit, can I go to the bottom, please?
yes, we can. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit, I still writing. I almost finished.
All right, no problem. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's go ahead and go to general science. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Are y'all done with this or y'all still writing? Let me know, please.
Me done.
Finished?
Still writing.
Who's still writing? Who's still writing? Let me know if you're still writing.
Me.
Come on. Okay. We have to move to from this to health to general science. So what I need you to do is take a picture of this and then write it down. Like take a screenshot of it because we have to move, all right? All right, so all right, so I think we're ready. So let's move on to general science, one of my favorite topics. We don't want today. We have been looking at energy, and we've been looking at different types of energy. We've been looking at kinetic energy. We looked at
You could slide. I could take a screenshot real quick, please.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we've been looking at the different types of energy. We've been looking at kinetic energy, potential energy. What's the difference between kinetic and potential? What's the difference between kinetic and potential energy? What's the difference? Y'all remember?
Wait.
What's the difference between kinetic and potential energy?
Kinetic energy uses a type of force, and potential energy is kind of like stored energy or something.
Okay, I like that. Anyone else? Who's here?
People is like do nowadays. People is like do that thing.
Would you say Jasmine?
Can I answer?
Renee. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can. You can.
Me?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so kinetic energy is like, it's like energy that is like, I don't want to say moving, I don't think that's the right word, but it's like active energy.
So energy, the energy that is produced because of movement.
Yes, sir. And potential energy is like, it's like energy that has potential to be produced by movement.
So
like,
basically,
flared food.
yeah. So basically, stored energy, right?
Yes, sir.
So kinetic energy is basically energy that results from movement, and then potential energy is stored energy. So today we're going to be looking at the sources of energy. So we look at the types of energy, but what are the sources of energy? Where do we get the energy from, right? What are the ways that we can get energy from? So today,
Friction.
that's what we're gonna be like.
Friction.
Friction? What you mean?
You
So you
get
got
electrical energy, right?
So you're
Friction.
gonna. So you say friction? What you mean? So you're gonna power your house by friction? That's how you're gonna power your house?
Solar.
What are some sources of energy?
Heat energy?
The sun.
The sun, okay. All right. Okay, so you are okay. Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Where are you?
In my room.
Where are you?
Inside.
Inside what?
Yeah. In the living room.
A house.
Inside the house, good. Does that house have electricity?
Yes, sir.
Good. That means that house has energy. Where did they get that energy from?
BPL.
BPL, okay. Where does BPL get the energy from?
Generators.
Okay, generators. Where does the generator get the energy
Fossil
from?
fuels.
Ah, fossil fuels. So, what is the source of energy?
Fossil.
Say it again.
Fossil fuel.
Fossil fuels or crude oil. All right. So you have two types. So you have energies, right? Energy sources, but you have two types. You have the one that is renewable. You have the one that is non-renewable, right? Renewable means that it never runs out. So give me an example of a renewable energy. It never runs out.
Solar.
Okay, why you say solar?
Sunlight.
Why you say
They
sun?
never burn.
Because it runs off the sun.
It's the sun, and the sun is always there, right?
Yes, sir.
Wind, right? Wind energy. That's renewable because you always have the wind, right? What else is renewable?
Light.
We already talk about solar, yeah.
What about heat energy?
Radiation.
No, still solar. I can't believe y'all. Okay, what do you drink? What do you drink when you're thirsty?
Water.
Water. So what?
Say water.
So I didn't hear you. So what is another renewable energy source?
Hydro.
Water.
Hydro. So those are but give me a non-renewable source of energy.
Fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels. Why is it non-renewable?
Because the fossils was made a long time ago and then they can run out one time.
Because we can't make any more of it.
Say it again, because we cannot
Make any more of it.
Very good. It's non-renewable because we can't make any more of it. I mean, we technically can, unless we have to stay
There are
a very long time.
dinosaurs to get authentic fossil fuels.
But the reason why we can't, the reason why we call it non-renewable energy is because it's a limited amount. Once that run out, that's it. But renewable, once that run out, it's not as easy to replenish. So it's non-renewable. All right. So let's describe that, and then we're going to talk about we can describe the source of energy. I think that's a good definition to have. So renewable energy sources like the sun, let's say like solar, hydro, and wind. Or sources of energy. Let me just say, since I say renewable sources, let me just use the source and say, like the sun, water,
Solar energy.
and wind are sources of energy. Renewable energy sources like the sun, water, and wind are
renewable energy.
Are called. Okay, how can I put it? Renewable energy sources like the sun, water, and wind are easy to be replenished and never runs out. Whereas non-renewable energy sources like coal, crude oil, and fossil fuels and fossil fuels takes a very, very long time to be replenished and is limited. What's the difference? So for renewable energy sources, they are easy to be replenished and they never run out. For non-renewable energy sources, they are hard to be replenished and it's limited. All right. So tell me, what's the difference between renewable energy and non-renewable energy?
One, renewable energy is like kind of constant, and non-renewable energy is harder to create.
Very good. Harder to be replenished. Very good. All right. And then usually renewable energy is, which one do you think is more safe for the environment? Which one do you think is more safe for the environment?
Renewable.
The renewable ones, right? So man, let's describe it. Man makes use of energy from several sources. The energy we need from our body for our bodies comes from what? To properly function, comes from what?
Food,
is obtained. Very good. Is obtained from food. Here are 4 types of power stations. Anyone ever been to Clifton Vale to see the power station there?
I've been there, but I haven't seen them.
I did.
You never saw it? The power station that we have.
Smoke be black bad, man.
Yeah, and anyone ever been?
Me?
You ever been?
I have.
Okay. That's where everything happens. That's I'm just going to show you a picture. This is a good one. So it's This is where they have all the fossil fuels burning. And one time it actually, the oil got spilled. Okay, let me see if there's a good image that they could enlarge for us.
We have that in Barry Island. The smoke like come out of those same red and white tube things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's burning of fossil fuels. The Bahamas.
Also known as greenhouse gases.
The Bahamas, how much do you think we rely on? Okay, the Bahamas, do you think we rely more on renewable or non-renewable?
Non-renewable.
Renewable.
Which one do you think we rely more on? Renewable?
Non-renewable.
Renewable.
Renewable.
Okay, renewable or
Non-renewable.
non-renewable? Non-renewable. Why you say non-renewable?
Because
Because
there's
we
a lot
mostly
of
use
solar,
fossil fuels.
a lot of solar. Well, we depend on BPL for electricity.
Yes.
So I would say non-renewable because there isn't a lot of solar systems here.
Exactly.
I mean, solar panels. You
Yeah.
don't pass see a lot of solar panels.
No. Now, how many persons have solar panels in their house right now?
I do.
Wait, can I
I
say
have
why I
solar
think
panel tiny
it's
lights, but
renewable?
not solar panels for house.
Not solar panel for house. Okay. Yeah, so go ahead, Patrick.
And
I feel like
unfortunately,
where we dependent a lot on like the water and stuff. Like we rarely depend on like fossil fuels and stuff. That's just how I feel.
No,
And, like,
no. For energy, okay, you live in a house, right? Where you get
Yes,
your
sir.
electricity from?
BPL.
BPL, exactly. So where BPL getting their energy from?
Solar.
No, BPL ain't getting their energy from no solar. BPL is not getting their energy from no solar. BPL is getting their energy from fossil fuels.
Yes.
That's how they run their generators, right? So we rely, the Bahamas rely nearly 100% on non-renewable
Fossil
energy.
fuels.
Nearly 100%. Like 99% or something like that.
And Mr. Petit, in addition to that, to use the water, you have to use the light.
Exactly. To use the water, you have to use the light. And the light comes from BPL, which use fossil
To
fuels.
use the wind as well, you have to use the light.
Now, the Bahamas, the good thing about the Bahamas is that we are well situated to use non-renewable energy. What non-renewable energy source would be good for us? Which non-renewable source would be very
Air.
good? No.
The sun?
The sun.
So yes.
The
yes.
sun. Why?
Because it's
Because
renewable
sunny.
energy.
We have plenty of it.
Yeah,
We get a
because,
lot of sun in the Bahamas.
because we have the sun in abundance. Do you know?
Subtropical.
Do you know that right now inside Washington, D.C. or inside some parts of the United States, it is freezing? I talking about cold. I talking about snow. Do you know that? Look at the Bahamas. It's still, you still go outside without your jacket. Still sunny. Like we always have the sun. Even in quote unquote winter, the sun's still there. Like the sun ain't going nowhere, right?
Yes, sir. I went to Dominica last year in the summer, and they had a lot of windmills. Like when I was on the cruise ship, and when you look across, you could see like hundreds of them.
Wow. So energy may be generated from one of these power stations. So you have the number one, burning crude oil. That's the one that we use the most. We use this the most. We burn fossil fuels. That's what we do. We burn, baby, burn. Burn fossil fuels day and night. The next one is nuclear energy. The next one is hydroelectricity. And the next one is wind power. Right? Those are power stations. Okay. And then the last one is, I say not 4 or 5, sorry. Then you have solar energy. All right, so let's talk about it. So the Bahamas relies,
Say too bad about BPL or the power turn off.
I know, right? Exactly, we can't talk too bad about them. The things are shut right down. Have there been any power outages this year? Yeah, I mean,
just now today in my power turn off for my lunch break. Back at home.
Oh wow. The Bahamas relies heavily on what? Non-renewable energy sources. Right? But solar energy can work in the Bahamas because of what? Because of the abundance of what?
Sun.
The abundance of sunlight. Very good. Because of the abundance of sunlight. All right. Solar energy could work. Solar energy could work. Very good. In fact, whenever you go decide to build your house when you grow up, invest in solar, even though it might be a big investment upfront, but over time you will be able to get your money back. All right. So
yeah, Mr. Deep, when I become Prime Minister, we'll be using solar energy.
All right. The sun is, it almost feels free. Like I don't know if you like if you knew of like solar panels and stuff, it feel like, wow, I getting this thing free. It's like you don't have to pay for it. It almost feel like
turn off my current.
If at night, then you're cooked.
It almost feel like a hack. No, you can have batteries. Like you don't have to, like some people say, well, what about in the night? Yeah, solar still could work in the night. You charge your panels and then not charge the panels, but the panels are able to convert that energy to be able to charge the batteries. Once you charge the batteries, then you could be able to use it in the night. Even when the sun is.
They work even
I
if they
understand that, and please write that on a note and give that to the places that ain't got no electricity.
And then you don't even need you don't have to be hot. You don't even need like strong heat. You just need like the UV rays from the sun to be able to get it. So, and we always have that. Like one thing you could count on in the Bahamas is that tourists come to the Bahamas for that. So the sun, it's the, yeah.
So what happens like if you have a solar panel on your roof and it rains?
What happens if
you have a solar panel on your roof and it rains?
And it rains?
Yes, sir.
And nothing happen. Nothing happen. You still have your energy. Still have it. Like I said, you don't need a lot of sun for it. You're like, oh, it's cloudy. Oh, my solar panel ain't working. No, that's not how it works. You know.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Magnets were part of this? Like,
magnets?
If you put a magnet in a certain position, it does create energy.
Yes, I forget what they call that. There's a particular way magnets could create energy. You're also right. But they don't use that at scale though. Like not for like not the power whole like villages or something. You wouldn't do that.
But if you have big enough magnets, it's possible, right?
It's possible, but you don't go through that.
Oh, wind power is part of magnets, really.
Yeah, you don't have
you know, like the turbine itself.
To actually convert the thing. I know you're talking about, yeah. All right, the sun is the source of almost all energy that's used on Earth. Although we may not use the sun's energy directly, the other forms of energy that we use can be traced back to the sun. sun, the sun's energy is converted into food by what? By green plants in the process called what? During a process called what?
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, during a process. Yeah, called photosynthesis. In the presence of what? In the presence of chlorophyll.
Sunlight.
Sunlight and chlorophyll and sunlight. Yeah, you need those. You need those two. And so basically what happens is you have, it's sort of like you could create a diagram. You don't have to draw this diagram, but I'm saying you have crude oil. So crude oil, so let's say you have crude oil. Let's say this is crude oil. And crude oil, you have gasoline, you have diesel, you have kerosene, you have cooking gas, you have lubricating oils, you have petroleum jelly, you have other electrical chemicals. All of them is a part of crude oil, right? Now, where does the crude oil come from? Well, the crude oil comes from the coal, okay, the coal. And then where does the coal come from? The coal comes from peat. Now, peat is immature coal, okay?
Mr. Betty, I mean coal, like coal that you do a grill with?
Yeah, that's how they're called, yeah. Now, where does the peat come from? Well, the peat comes from organic what? Organic remains. When I say organic remains, what I mean? That means when what?
Compose.
Yeah, when things compose and die, over time, they create what? They create peat, which actually is immature coal, which we could use to make crude oil, and we could use that to make gasoline, diesel, and all that stuff, right? But this organic remain, right? It's organic remain. That's like animals, that's like plants, and all them stuff, right? Where did they get their energy from? Where they got their energy from? Food, right? And where does the food get, sorry, and where does, and how can you get the food? Well, you get the food from the plants, right? You get the food from the plants. And where does the plant get their energy from?
The sun.
Sunlight.
From the sun, right? So you see, it can always be traced back to the what? Back to the sun.
The main energy.
Yeah, back to the sun. Okay. All right, that's it. What I want you to do is take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then once you do that, then we can leave. I'll see you too.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Lavin.
Good night, Ms.
All right, good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Good night. Someone.
Good night.
Good night.
I just finished Senate.
All right, good night.
Am I lost or something?
Say it again.
Am I lost or something? Because it seems that I wanted to know if I was supposed to leave or not.
You can leave. You can leave. You can leave.
Or should I forget this on recording?